Hello everybody, welcome to another video review by me, Kozan. Today we are watching a Diamond Reinhardt slash Orisa player. We'll mostly be focusing on his gameplay, even though he's in a group of 3 of course, we're just gonna watch him. Yeah, it's on Hanamura, Diamond League, and let's hop on into this.
Say weird shit.
Guys.
So, well, I probably should have done that here. Alright, oh, I forgot Epic Pen, hold up. I need my tools. Epic Pen. Here it is. Here it comes. Any day now. Sorry, this is a bit. All right, here we go. We can write now on the screen. All right. So most of all, what I wanted to notice is that you have a Zarya, very good with the Reinhardt. You also have an Anna and a Lucio. So basically, what you want to be paying attention towards is whether or not your Zarya has the bubble. And your Lucio has, you're still in the Lucio aura. Being speeded along as Reinhardt in that Lucio speed boost, that's one of the greatest things you can have as a Reinhardt. Minimizing the distance you'll have to cross, of course, or the time you have to take to minimize the distance between you and the enemy team. What you want to be aware of as well, of course, Zarya using her bubbles. First of all, she's going to want to try to use one round of bubbles to try and get some energy going. And then afterwards, she will have to have a second round of bubbles, which you can really go in with and try to make plays with. Alright. I think those are the two basic, really big things. Of course, you want to be a little bit attentive to your Anna as well. Whether or not she's sticking with you, whether or not you're in a position to shield for her. Alright, going in here. You probably could just start hitting these sim turrets, so I wouldn't mind that. Like either that or you should have sticked a little bit closer to the sim turrets, so the sim turrets actually hit your shield instead of your allies, but that's a small thing. So I like your positioning here, going more closely to the left side here. Yeah. Okay, going in here. Right.
Oh, May.
Bit unfortunate. I'm not sure what you could have done better there. I think your team got blocked out by the May wall, so maybe like they were calling out May, but it wasn't really clear that they were walled off. So otherwise, if you're aware that the rest of your team was walled off, obviously you should have stayed a little bit closer to the wall there. Try to hug the corner. I can't really show it right now. I guess, yeah, this corner right here, right? So I'll probably just try to stick on this side of the corner and then just like you did at the main entrance, swing your hammer over here. But yeah, it was hard to see.
Oh, shit, I was getting frozen in sim.
And then the May just came up behind you and got to freeze you for free.
Mercy.
So that was unfortunate.
Hog right, half. Hog still behind, guys. Hog still behind.
Going back in again.
Coming back with Rein.
Okay, he's dead. Nice.
That Anna had a real close fight there. Yeah, you probably wanted to get that shield up a little bit quicker. I'm not sure why you're waking up the Orisa either. But alright, going into her face now.
Soldier going hard.
Yes, big auntie.
Yeah, I don't mind that charge. Oh, you could have. Yeah, that's fine. Right here, I do think. Yeah, okay. This is something I can talk about. All right. So, if May is fighting you as a Reinhardt, well, you are targeting these guys now, but all right. So if May's trying to freeze you, right? What you can do is jump upwards, and then while you're moving backwards. Do this just a second without your shield, and then as you're going backwards in mid-air, you pop your shield up again. This gives you a little bit of time where you unfreeze, and then it becomes a whole lot harder for the mate to freeze you. Luckily, you do get a Zarya bubble, so that kind of saves you here. I would like you to use your Shatter straight away here, especially because the Roadhog is just about to use his ult. You do get blown backwards a lot though, so it takes a while. You only get the Orisa, unfortunately. Then you ignore her.
On a fragging?
You saw that?
Alright.
I was like, hey, get over here, soldier. Nope.
You guys got man advantage. You guys win that. I don't know if Telly is still coming in though.
Oh shit.
A bit tricky here.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Going for the sim like that. Good stuff. Going for the mercy afterwards. Very good as well. Trying to get that charge. Good charging against the pillar there.
Everybody take a knee. Thanks for being hyper aggressive. Hello. I was feeling it. I had the music playing and you guys were like, oh yeah. Woo!
Push top right.
Hey, hey, Echo, I'm shooting at 90.
I've one little thing over here. When you drop your barrier here, you were still kind of low HP. I don't think you could. Well, yeah, you could have waited here just a little bit longer until your HP was back. Because now, yeah, it's just really dangerous. And you probably could have targeted the Symmetra a little bit sooner instead of first the other people.
Nice, nice, nice.
There's a guy here.
Small things, really small things. Like it's only like probably 1 second or maybe half a second to just get one more Ana shot on top of you
Everybody take
before you drop your barrier again.
thanks for being hyper aggressive. Hello. I was feeling it. I had them.
Alright, so let's go into the second fight here. Up top, let's talk about...
Keep it going.
So basically all you guys really need to do for second point, right, is obviously try to use the grav and the shadow knot at the same time. It's really important, and then you can combine pulse bomb with one of these. Also you can just combine the Ana nano boost on top of you, or even on the soldier, simply because they do not have a diva, so that could be very effective. But you do gotta watch for the Orisa shield. It kind of depends on their placements. Also, the Mei is gonna make it more difficult for a nano visor to do a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking the nano would be used best on you, or if it's on the Zarya with high charge, and then in combination with like a big shadow or a big grav before the Mei fully gets the wall off is the big thing.
3, 2,
Oh, push her, push her, push her, push her.
go,
Going
go.
up here, charging her, that's fine.
Hold on up here.
There's nobody up here. You do see the Rodok over here though, so you could have probably wanted to put up your barrier just a little bit quicker here.
Oh, nope, people in there.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate.
I couldn't get Nate off in there.
Like you could also try to, as you're coming up here, stick a little bit closer to this wall, making it more difficult for people from over here to shoot you or hook you or whatever, and also people from downstairs over there in the hook or the corner over there are gonna have more difficulty trying to shoot you from there.
Back it, back it, back it, back it.
So that's a bit unfortunate.
Damn.
She's got
The team is still pushing. They lost 2 people.
He died.
So yeah, you want to call for a retreat. Luckily your Ana is right on top of it, so...
No, leave here.
No, you're stuck.
You can use the grab hold.
Oh, fucking
Oh god,
man.
they're pushing hard. I gotta run.
Do, 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 do.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So yeah, because you do have the Ana and the soldier, you do definitely want to get them onto the high ground, and if you get them on the high ground without too much casualties, and then you guys go deal with the rest of them, that's also a really good win condition for you.
Chasing me.
Let it happen. Damn. We
I
have
need
a
heals. I need heals.
Alright, everybody back up. Everybody back up. Everybody just back up. Yeah, everybody back up close to spawn. We got.
Backing up here, very good. Sorry, a little bit stuck on that tree over there, that's unfortunate.
Let your shield down. Let your shield down.
Yeah.
Damn. Fucking.
Recharging that shield, very good.
Use grab.
Can you
Let's split up.
Yeah,
Could've
yeah,
been
just blink behind
a little
the
bit
shield.
sooner.
Blink behind the
Don't all
shield.
go
and
That's fine.
Some people stand on bridge so we don't get fully walled.
So yeah, you can do the jump and then shield over there as well, just to get that
Alright,
speed
I'm going in
up
for
a little
grab.
bit.
You guys ready?
Stay in front of your team.
Bait out wall. Bait out wall.
I don't think May's there. I think May's up top.
Oh, I could have thrown it.
Nope,
You.
back.
Yeah, I have something to say about this.
Go in.
This is a bit tricky. Alright.
Push on this.
Oh, you could... Okay, never mind. No need for shadow.
Maybe behind. Oh, never mind.
Okay. This should be a good opportunity.
Ah,
Oh, dang it.
Did you woke her up, actually?
In you, soldier.
Go.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, dang it.
Okay.
Mercy's ulting. Mercy's one. Mercy's down.
nice.
Mercy down, very good. You have a good Ana.
Orisa coming.
Okay, so...
High ground on right
the shadow over here. There is a over here. There is a power boost. Also, you're really low HP, so you want to put up your barrier again. Yeah, you guys need to take down a power booster quickly, but yeah, this is an okay shatter.
Watch out for jump.
It's just that you wanted to use your barrier and then try to make your team deal with like the Junkrat and stuff like that.
Stopped on right. So stopped on right.
At least the Junkrat. Like maybe the Diva wouldn't have been able to be demaxed within the shadow time
Alright, they wiped this. They wiped
because you didn't really have something to combo with it.
fucking spawn advantage.
Unfortunately.
Orisa was supercharger in a corner posted up.
I still have grab.
We're so much better than them, but it's not fair.
How close is Pulse Bomb?
Okay.
Very much.
So now you have Hanzo, so instead of Tracer, Hanzo is pretty good. Having the Hanzo combined with the Grav, it's amazing. It's a sure kill most of the time.
Try to.
As long as you get people in the Grav, of course.
They don't have main.
Well, they do have the Trent, so what you could do then is try to bait the Trents with a Nano Visor, or just a Visor. Try to trade that way, and then you open up the opportunity, right, for this combination.
Anymore, so.
Alright, cool. Who do they have now instead? Jump. Jump. That's much better actually for me.
If we
No,
try to
fuck it.
pop,
Or you could do it with your Shatter as well, right? If you Shatter, that could force the Trents out as well, and then you're opened up for
I could get a good grab.
a good Grav and a Hanzo. Oh,
Speed boost us into death. Save your ultis. Drive push. Go, go, go.
3, 2,
Oh wow.
1.
Even behind.
Go.
Just try to force that ulti if you can. Alright, cool. Jump.
you kind of let your Ana go in there first.
1.
You probably just wanted to walk forward here.
Just try to force that ulti.
Um, just be more aggressive there. Yeah, like they still use the junk tire, but if they were better, like if this was a better Junkrat, he wouldn't have used his tire there because they already had a lot of kills. They already had a 3-man advantage. There were only 3 left of you. They should have been able to clean this up easily with this comp. So that's a bit of a misplay by them, and I guess by you too for not walking in front of the Ana.
Now let's not feed them this.
Alright, so going in again. Am I forgetting anything? Let me double check.
Alright, center.
2,
No, I got everything.
1.
Alright,
Go.
go.
Okay, going through main, that's fine.
Shield on point.
Can work. I like your shielding here, trying to get that Ana saved.
Look out for that.
Nice, nice.
Okay, so you call out, look out for that trap, but you don't say its location. If you just call out trap on point, it's easier for people to realize. Also over here, you're a little bit slow to rotate your shield this way. You know, just by rotating it ever so slightly towards there. I think you could have saved this Lucio, maybe. Well, it is in Nano Visor, so it was pretty difficult, but...
Getting so both with that tag.
Okay,
So
let me see that one more time.
Look out for that trap.
Nice, nice,
Look out
nice.
for the
Good
trap.
hand.
So yeah, if you...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was possible.
Leave down. Look out for that trap.
Nice, 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 nice. Good.
And again, right, yeah, so like
Oh,
trap on point.
I'm trapped, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bubble.
Sorry.
Soldier Nano Visor. So yeah, you're kind of forced to try and keep your shield up there. It's just because you do have the Soldier and Ana as well. You know, it's kind of one of those situations where you still definitely want them to be on the high ground. Them having their Soldier still on the high ground over here, and you having a Zarya and Reinhardt as tanks, you're not going to be able to contest this Soldier. So yeah, that was good positioning by their Soldier. Yeah. They don't have Mei anymore, so it's a little bit safer, I guess, to go through the top, but they do have the Junkrat. But still, you have a Zarya, so it should still be doable. It's actually more doable now, because they don't have the Mei.
that's the butt.
Back out.
Alright, it's fine. I got tag visor. I mean,
Okay, next fighter.
got it.
Partner.
Down point. Zen low. Nice.
Alright, this is anti.
Then no.
Swinging a bit of air there. Let me go back actually. How are you guys going?
Push the partner.
Go.
Okay, just go.
Just be aggressive.
Through mid.
Right?
Down point. Zen low. Nice.
Alright, this is anti.
Okay, yeah.
Strength.
It's a bit weird what they're doing here. I guess you were backing up so you would get more area for your shadow.
Down. What the hell? That was
I guess that's okay. That's fine. Okay, going, shooting this soldier. Now, I do like you targeting this Junkrat, but you're kind of the tire, by the way, as well. So this is your chance to make a big play by just using Fire Strike immediately on this tire and the Junkrat, killing the tire. Unfortunately, you keep swinging, so you miss your opportunity, and the Junkrat being already here. I don't know. I think let's see that again.
down.
Let's see that one more time. So you just use your Fire Strike here. Let me see when the junk came in again. So I wouldn't have minded if you actually kept going for that Junkrat, because the Junkrat just does a lot more burst anyway than the soldier does. Well, he does have the helix, but like the Junkrat is in your backline, so
Junkrat.
I'm not saying. Like you're swinging. Every time you swing, you rotate your camera a massive amount as well. I think it would have been a little bit easier if you just AD strafed and stayed looking at the Junkrat. It would have been a lot easier for you to see him tire in time and be able to respond with your Fire Strike. So a little bit of clunky camera movement there from you, and not being able to spot that. Like, let's see this. You guys have so many kills here. Like, if you had actually killed that tire there, I think that's the biggest thing over here. If you had killed the tire here, you probably would have taken this point right now, especially with the sound barrier. I want to see this in slow motion, because look at. Well, I guess we get the point now. And then here, right now, you guys lost a lot of people. Yeah, you're not going to take it anymore, unfortunately. I'd say just try to die quick. You're not going to take the point anymore.
Oh no, I'm dead. I'm sorry.
And right now, you're just kind of wasting time. You're going to have less time for the next fight.
Yeah.
Just is trying to build up my arc shadow.
Yeah. Sorry. As soon as I was about to pocket you, I got killed. But
Your DPS are switching a lot as well. That's unfortunate. Like, you never got to be able to combine the Henso with the Zarya Grav.
Top Rein again, but then instantly jet out left.
Like, Blade also works, and like Nano Rein with a flask on top of the Grav also works, but you know, it's a bit unfortunate.
Get these guys off the aggro.
Okay, very nice decisive here. Noticing the trap, that's good.
No. Stop.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Okay, let me see that one more time.
Probably Mercy.
Oh, your team is not even there anymore. And yeah, you only have 20 seconds, so that's why I guess you're trying to go in this quickly. And this is because you died, right, so late after the rest of your team died, and now you're constricted for time. You need to make a quick play over here, so you're going in very quickly. I like the decisiveness, but
Trapped.
There it is.
you probably could have. Well, you got halted as well. Yeah, that's a rough one, dude. That's a rough one.
I was like, alright, Diva ult.
Shot in the back by
Okay, so let's go into the Orisa.
Zena's
Wait, are you telling
Perfectly valid comp.
feel.
Anna, Soldier, Junkrat, Diva. This is perfectly fine. Let's go to the start over here.
But it's hard to kill him if
There's one thing I want to point out. Let me actually grab my Overwatch on my other account. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm gonna keep this a little bit low here. Well, it doesn't really matter on what map we do it, but let's do it on Hanamaria just for the sake of it. Also movement speed probably a little bit upwards, just so we're there a little bit quicker. And I'll put myself here, so I'm there a lot sooner as well. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about right now is shield stacking. Shield stacking is basically Orisa shooting her shield upwards into the sky. It's taking 5 seconds until you drop your shield again. But within that time, your cooldown is going to go off. So look at this. The cooldown is going. Your shield is in the mid-air. I already have my shield again. Like in game, it's gonna take a little bit longer because the cooldown is a little bit longer. But basically, what it comes down to is as soon as the shield drops, your next shield is gonna be available to you. So as it drops, you're gonna have a new shield. So if you do this, especially at the start of the fight or before the fight starts, you're gonna have twice as much shield. If they dive in very aggressively and you just put your shield down here, you have a second shield immediately available to you in case you need it. Also, what I wanted to talk about is that the way you put your shield. This is a great position to put your shield, but you put it a little bit more like this. And if you put it down a little bit more rotated like this, you're going to be a little bit safer from your flanks as well. It's a lot harder for them to shoot, even if they do come over here. They're still going to have a long walk before they actually get to shoot behind you. And yeah, okay. That was all I wanted to talk about with that.
They're already up all the way up here.
No, they have to walk in front of us.
One shot, bro.
We don't have enough. I don't know.
We have a junk, we have a soldier, we have a diva.
Okay, so yeah, your diva is a little bit silly with talking about this location. This is a perfectly fine location. You have a you have a corner over there to hold it. Basically natural terrain, right? That's connected to it. It's completely connected to it, so it's easy for you if they do push into you to just walk out of it and be safe again. There's still a lot of distance between where they're coming from and your shield, so it's not like they come around the corner and they already are behind your shield, making your shield kind of useless anyway. Over there, sorry, I was still talking about the shield. So over here, as soon as your shield dropped and you see this Roadhog being pokey like this, oh, you probably want to use your Fortify straight away afterwards your shield drops. Like I do like that you're rotating backwards, immediately using Fortify afterwards, and then not shooting when you're there because it's quicker to move backwards, of course. So that's a good response. But you probably could have had a bit better response by using it when your barrier just died. This is why your shield here is so good, of course. You just had 35 HP and you're back to full again because you're able to move to safety within 2 seconds, or even less than that, right? Again, this is another great point for why this place is so good to hold. Your Junkrat dies over here, your Mercy using the cover on this side, basically very easy res, and the enemy doesn't have time to punish it because it's too far away from the main door.
And it's alright, just let me know if you need
so good stuff now. Oh, I like this rotation from your shield. Great stuff. The Roadhog did come from behind, so you want to call that out. I think, right? The Roadhog came through, or did the Roadhog actually? I think I saw him go in here, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Echo behind you, Echo behind you.
Okay, yeah, he was.
No, he's coming in the front. He's coming in the front.
Shooting the ground there a little bit. So not completely. Okay, well, yeah, it was just like 2 seconds, but well, that's obviously bad. You're wasting ammunition and you're wasting time not shooting them. Okay. So for here, small thing, you use your barrier behind, I think, the Orisa. And then you also use your Fortify straight afterwards. Usually what you want to do right here, you could have tried to get your shield behind the Orisa and block out anything else that can shoot you, just because she's so low HP. Well, we can't see her HP, but she was about over here, right? So she had like maybe 2 to 3 bars. And then you can keep your Fortify to use it when you're trying to move back to the point over there, or maybe rotate over there. But right now, using both at the same time, it's something you want to try to avoid doing. Rotating back over here, that's really good. More on point, very nice targeting with your team. And putting your barrier back up there. That's all good stuff. All good stuff up until now. Let me see, am I forgetting anything? No. So you almost got bongos, that's really good. Basically, this is another reason, right, why this place is so good to hold as Orisa. If you have your bongos and they try to come in, you just walk ever so slightly over to the left here, and you put your bongos over here. They're gonna boost your entire team. Your team can even go in a little bit and then still have it like a mercy beam, right? It stays connected through a wall for a couple of seconds. So you can abuse that very nicely.
I nanoed you and then I died.
And then everybody behind you is gonna get it as well. And the enemy team is gonna be incapable of shooting it.
Oh, whatever. I'm only at 10%. Don't wait for me.
Yeah.
That haul was alright. I think you wanted to try and get the Roadhog back.
Alright, I'm back with Anna.
Pre-shooting, that's fine. Shooting the ground here a little bit much, but
Platform.
definitely something that can be improved as well. I think. Wait, let's go back a little bit. Oh, when do we see this hog? Okay, so basically, if this hog goes in here, perfectly valid moment to use your bongos. The fight has started. This hog is not gonna get out without your team collapsing on him, or he's gonna have to go in even further. But yeah, this would have been a perfect time for you to use your bongos. Call it out, obviously, so not a lot of people, other people use their abilities as well at the same time. And luckily, your team's still very capable
You thought you could get
and just killing these guys very easily.
I saw the opportunity and my aim is true today.
Yeah, your Anna's aim is very true today. It's doing very well.
Careful, soldier.
Oh.
No, soldier, run!
Little
Run,
bit
run,
of wall
get out
shooting.
there, soldier! Get out of there, soul! Whatever.
Okay, we have super.
I think your soldier got halted or booped off the high ground over there, so he was a little bit too aggressive.
Alright, I'm gonna try to have to...
He really didn't have to be there. Did he have visor actually?
Okay, we have.
No, he didn't even have visor, so I'm not sure why he was trying to get behind them.
Whatever, it's fine.
Maybe he almost had visor. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna try to have to apply a little bit of pressure on the bear now.
That's
So yeah, when you're putting down barriers, it feels like you wanna already look at the ground like 1 or 2 seconds before you actually have your barrier up. Of course, you can just keep shooting and then have a quicker reaction. Like it only has to take half a second, right, for you to look to the ground and then go back up again.
Echo, you're in charge of heals for a minute.
So maybe
Super bongo down.
get a little bit of a better grasp on when your shields are available again. That was a huge bomb. Holy moly.
Point.
It's fine.
Good job.
Their mercy just
we're okay.
ulted. Their mercy just
Far
ulted.
behind, far
Good stuff, good stuff.
She's
Don't
really
get boobs,
low.
guys, don't get boobs.
I got her.
Your team is kind of carrying you. You're here a lot.
We're down there.
You got a good team.
There's a mercy.
And then with you, good positioning, good denying this space, so
Close to visor.
playing it well as well. Am I forgetting anything? 14, blah blah blah. No, this was fine. So I think let's go back or forward actually. I think they're gonna try to do one more push.
Oh god, I fell over.
Thank you, Diva.
There's not a lot of stuff here. Like when you're... well, I guess you could have still kind of poked. Just stay really... Alright, let's look at this.
Oh god, I fell over.
Like your shield did break, but you still have full HP and you have a lot of armor. So as soon as this... you can still kind of poke with this and try to shoot. So you can kind of go just ever a smidge there. They don't have that much burst.
Thank you, Diva.
You still have Fortify as well. So, try to use these moments as well to still get some more value
And
Nice. Ooh.
instead of just waiting for your shield. So,
Nice.
barrier right here now.
very attentive of you as well. You call out the McCree coming in. I wouldn't have minded actually if you kept this barrier and just used this barrier to set up over here and deny the McCree from the contest.
McCree, right side. Look out, sure.
Yeah, you could have just pushed up to him basically, especially now with this bomb. You're still hesitating, even though you got 2 picks at the front. So they don't have an Orisa, they don't have a Mercy there. You're very able to just hold him backwards here.
Oh, poor team.
Yeah, and unfortunately there he's still, he's just too close already for you. You do have your barrier, but Let's see, do you actually throw the barrier down? No, you don't. Okay, so also forgot your barrier, but yeah, if you were here sooner, you would have been able to deal with him a lot quicker and a lot more efficient, and probably even be able to body block him, and he wouldn't have been able to contest at all. I don't think it would have mattered here anyway, because your team just completely wiped the floor with them at the front anyway, but it's, you know, in some cases it might help.
Yeah, probably. I didn't see.
Okay, well, this was this quick VOD review for me by, let's see, what was it? Reinhardt and Orisa. I'm gonna hop into another one. I'm just gonna restart my stream for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Oh, wait. Fuck me. I'm gonna go over some general advice first. I haven't done this in a while. I'm sorry, I've been really busy this week. Whew. Okay, general advice. Camera swinging with the Reinhardt. Yeah, so you were a little bit loose with the camera on the Reinhardt. If you try to keep it a little bit more steady and keep track of where your enemy is and who you're trying to hit, you're gonna have an easier time to spot what they're doing, and you're gonna have an easier time to respond to it. Here and there, so you're backing up from your team a little bit, and you weren't really fully shielding them. Sometimes it happened because they were just pushing in and you thought you were gonna go through another side. And then sometimes it was because you were using your shadow or getting ready for a shadow. You can try to set up a little bit more on against walls and kind of like corners, for example. Let's see. Let's go back. Where is the shatter? Okay, so there's the Zen behind you. Okay, so I guess they are just streaming in here, but yeah, if you are capable of doing it, you can try to set up on like a point over here, and then really surprise them as they're trying to run out. You have a clean shatter straight away, and also you're still capable of just shielding if you really need to for the rest of your team without you having to first run in front of them and then shielding. But yeah, okay. What else? Offensive, clear high grounds and corners. Corners are your friends. Try to use the corners a little bit more and abuse those corners a lot more. Where was a good moment we saw this? I think over here, I guess. This was an alright moment. So yeah, if you stuck to this wall over here, you would have been able to use this corner a little bit better. Or I mean, kind of this corner, right? This one. Making it more difficult for them to shoot into you. And then you just secure this high ground basically for the rest of your team. You can even use your shields over here when you're well, I guess it would be like this, right? Might go through the wall on the right a little bit, but you're over here and then you go into third person mode and you're able to look down the staircase without being able to get shot. You can even do it in a way where you shield like this, kind of, where the shield goes through the wall here and through the wall here, and then they are not even aware that you're there. But yeah, there weren't any moments over here when that was really necessary. Okay, what else? Sometimes you could have been a little bit quicker with popping up your shield again, reacting to certain stuff, and calling out trap locations. That was it for Reinhardt basically. And for the Orisa, try to use your shield stacking. Try to practice that. See how it works for you. You have 5 seconds until the shield drops down again. If you shoot it straight upwards, it's a really great way to kind of double the amount of shield you have. Especially if they try to burst down your shield, it's going to be very annoying for them because it's just going to, you know, drop down again. And you're gonna have another shield all of a sudden, and they pop that, and then immediately afterwards you're gonna have another shield. So yeah, try to experiment with that. Try to get a little bit of a better grip of how to use it and when to use it. You can be a bit more proactive with your bongos. As soon as you see them try to commit to a fight, just throw it down, and then try to start saving up for the next one again, of course. What else? Oh yeah, try not to use fortifying your shields at the same time. That was it. That was it. I hope you learned something. I hope it was of some benefit to you. Maybe not everything was extremely helpful, but hopefully a few nuggets of information that will help you. Anyway, I'll talk to you the next time. I'm gonna be right back, and yeah, good luck, have fun. Bye bye.